Hi friends, today is Saturday and this is the day that Jesus is in the tomb, and we're going to read a part of the Jesus' story called the Quiet Cave. Jesus had died. Joseph and Nicodemus were sad. They carefully took Jesus' body down from the cross. Joseph and Nicodemus were sad. They carefully took Jesus' body down from the cross. They cleaned him. They wrapped his body in strips in the white linen and carried him to the quiet cave on the hillside. They laid Jesus down inside the cave. Then they said goodbye. Before they left, they rolled a big stone over the entrance. Outside the cave, 2 guards kept watch. The big, heavy stone was sealed in place, and for 3 whole days, all was still. But inside that quiet cave, God was working. If you tried to peek inside, you couldn't see anything. If you stood outside and put your ear to the big stone, you couldn't hear anything. If you tried to imagine what was happening, you couldn't. But inside, God was doing something utterly amazing, something only God could do. Jesus waited, and the world held its breath and waited with him. Today, what I had you bring was your what?
Our caterpillars.
You have caterpillars. And when you got them, Naomi, what did they look like? How were they different?
Like they were much skinnier.
Much skinnier and much smaller, right?
Yeah.
And so what's going to happen when the caterpillar's ready?
And they're egg.
Yep, they came from an egg. But what's going to happen when they're ready to do what?
Get
in their chrysalis, right?
Yeah.
And so...
And for chrysalis, for butterflies.
And then when they come out of the chrysalis, what are they?
Butterflies.
Butterflies. So just like when Jesus died on the cross and went in the tomb, on Sunday, tomorrow, we celebrate Easter. That is what is happening with this caterpillar. Just like in the tomb, when the caterpillar is in its chrysalis, we can't see it turning into a butterfly, right? But there's a lot of great things that are going on. God is working inside the cave, inside the chrysalis, right? To then turn the caterpillar into what?
A butterfly.
A beautiful butterfly, right? Dear child of God, do you like surprises? Inside that quiet cave, I was working on a surprise that no one could imagine. It would be the greatest surprise that the world had ever known. Something was happening to Jesus. My son was going to have a brand new life, but for 3 whole days, the world would have to wait. Love, God. So just like what God was doing inside the cave, God does inside the chrysalis, and Jesus gets new life, right? He rose from the dead, and that's what we celebrate on Easter morning.